Hey y'all, let's chat. Welcome to, I think this is week 4 of the Kiara Nicole experience. I'm a little late with my post because this week has been rough on me. I've been tired. I've been having to do a lot. Mentally, I've been strained and stretched and pulled in all different ways. But like I said, this is real. This is raw. This is me. This week we're going to talk about how getting sick changed my identity. And if you know, you know, okay? The person I was before MS was a completely different person than I am today. I like to use the bar, you ain't fuck Nikki, you fuck Nicole body. I like to use that a lot because facts, if you fucked with me before now, I ain't. Eh. I don't know why or what or when or what was happening in life at that time, but like, yeah, it was one of those times, honey, and I I am I don't know. I'm different, like real bad. Before I worked a lot. Um, Bartending was my main thing, and I was outside, baby. You can literally catch me in the streets all the time. Okay. Mind you, I'm a mother. I got 3 kids. Um, but I was outside, okay, and I made sure that home was taken care of first. But outside of that, I was at brunch, honey. Um, I was here. I was in this VIP. I was over here doing that, or I was behind the bar. It got to a point to where I realized that something was real wrong and that I needed to switch my path a little bit, and I needed to stop bartending, and I was a substitute teacher. But then I got placed fully in this first grade class. Baby, I was a first grade teacher full time. I had to teach lesson plans and stuff. Whew. Yeah, I did that. But I literally was in the bar from 4 p.m. to 2 or 3 a.m. every day. Every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was my actual shifts. But there was a time where I had to be there Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday. Okay. At one point in my life, for like a month straight, I was in the bar every day, making sure that shit was straight, making sure that shit was cool. And that definitely took a toll on me, my mental, my body, baby. I was on drugs, okay? I smoked weed real crazy. I was on shrooms. My motto was a bink a day keeps the doctor away. I know that sounds crazy, real crazy, but it was real life. hmm Cause that was how I was functioning. I needed the energy. I needed a little boost. You weren't about to catch me snorting nothing. I'm not about to shoot nothing up or none of that. But I microdosed mushrooms. I drank shroom tea. I took a couple little grams at a time or whatever. As I was working, I would take a shot of Malibu and mix some shrooms in the Malibu and take her down. I got to the point to where I couldn't fully function in life if I wasn't on some type of stimulant. It was that bad. And I think I had like a come to Jesus moment with myself once I realized, yo, you know what you're doing? Do you know how you out here living? Like, yo, something's wrong and you need to figure it out. But the person I was before was definitely turned. I was definitely the life of the party. I was definitely going to make sure everybody had a good time and I did it safely. I made sure um, honey, I saged. I saved the bar, honey. I prayed over it before I did my shifts and all of that. Like I tried to make sure that everything that was happening around me was at peace and was protected. And it was kind of a thing to where um, It was just a level of respect that people had when I was like, yo, come on, please, for me. Like, just don't do this right now. Like, let's just chill. We had a great night. Like, let's keep the vibes going. Like, let's hold it down. Um, I gave a fuck about the crowd, not just my money. Because my money was going to come regardless. I believe that my blessings are always going to flow. But I definitely wanted everybody to have a good time. That was it. I needed everybody to be having a good time. I noticed when the vibe was off with my regulars weren't really regularing. I noticed when they had a bad day, I was there. I was a listening ear. You could chat. I'm a bartender, baby. I know a lot about a lot of people that most people don't know because you could literally just come early, come happy time. Let's chat. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we doing, how we doing it. Okay, what happened on that date? What'd you do there, honey? Yeah, girl. And I made sure that everybody and everything kept it p. And like I don't know, it was just I can say that the beginning of my 30s was a bowl. I had a time. I was stressed out for real because I was tired most of the time. Whole time, baby, I got a mess. Don't even know it. The person I am today is definitely protective. I'm beyond protective of my peace, of my space, of who I allow near me, what I allow with me or around me. Um, I am very, very, very protective of just the way that I am, where I go, who I encounter, the situations that I allow myself to be in, just the different things that I allow to happen around me. Um, I lost my sex drive. I think that's something major that I need to note. I definitely am not, I'm definitely not who I used to be or as open. Well, I guess I'm still open sexually. I don't know how to put it. Like, I'm open sexually, but I'm not into the lifestyle like I used to be. I think before sick, yeah, I was with the shits. But after sick, I think I'm more guarded of who I share and how I share myself. Um, and I just want to I don't want this to be. I don't know how to put it. I'm searching for the words. Like I'm searching for the words to put together the way that I feel because I don't know. It's just different. The person I was before sick really didn't care about much. I was with all the shits. Now I feel like I've unlocked a new level of myself that I'm still trying to explore. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm genuinely trying to figure out I don't know who I am. That's what I'm searching for. I don't know who I am right now. The person that I am today, I'm not sure who this person is. I do know that this person is soft. I'm definitely in a soft girl era. I do know that this version of myself is um I am I'm honest. I believe I'm more honest this go around than I was before. I believe that this version no, I was honest before. Let me stop lying. I don't think I'm I don't know how to put it. I think I don't put myself in situations where I have to be as honest as I did before. Like this time I'm more guarded. Um I'm protective of my peace. Like if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense right now. But where before it was like a trick, this time it's like a this time it's like a I don't know. I'm still, I don't know. That's a hard thing for me to figure out is the person I was before, man. I had a time in life. I had a time. I like to say now that if I was to die today, I would be okay. Sorry, guys. I told you it's real, it's raw, and it's uncut. I like to say if I was to die today, I would be okay because I've experienced a lot. I've gone through a lot. I've been a lot of places. I've seen a lot of things. I know a lot of people. I've conversed with so many different people in life. I can honestly say that I am okay. I feel like this go around, I am trying to do things differently. Like, I talk to people that aren't what my typical type. I feel like I am extremely selective um, of who I allow into my space, like who I chat with. I've cut off a lot of people from before, like the people who I thought were my people, like my very, very, very best friends. I've cut them off completely. I've tried to only allow people in that knew me before but understand the difference and like this version of me because I admit that this version of me is completely different. Like, I'm not lit. I'm not about to go in town. We're not about to go to the bars all the time. We're not about to do this and do that. But I will come chill with you. We can smoke. We can laugh. We can watch. We can watch movies. We could chill. We could have a ball for real. I feel like I um I feel like this version of me definitely is going to take some time to explore, for me to explore all of my new attributes. But I do know that the people that I've had in my life before are no longer, they no longer hold the significance in this life that I live now. I feel like I've leveled up, if that makes sense. I feel like I've leveled up, and some of the people that I had in my space prior are still where they were when I was there. And I'm I'm up on a new I'm on a new level. And um I had to cut ties in order for me to continue to progress on a new level of my business, on a new level of my mental, on a new level of my physical. I'm literally trying to rebuild my life. So this version of me is more selfish. That's something that is, I'm selfish. This version of me is selfish to the point where I have to I'm quiet a lot more. I spend a lot more time in my head. I spend a lot more time with chat. Me and chat go together real bad. I realize that this version of me is more chill. I'm definitely more chill to where before it was like a up, jump, go, do, blah, blah, blah. Now it's just like, yeah, I'm chilling. It is what it is. I have to make it clear, like, listen, if you're hitting me up, if you trying to chat with me, if that's all you want from me is sex, then go ahead and did that right now because that's just not what this is anymore. Um, my sex drive is no longer where it used to be whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, I do throw it back when I need to. But I I'm not as intrigued by sex as I used to be. Sex used to be my drug. When I was happy, when I was sad, when I was angry, when I was mad, it was sex, 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 sex. Now, I think I'm learning to control my emotions. Same thing I'm trying to teach my son is how to control his emotion. How I'm gonna teach him how to control his when I barely know how to control mine. This new version of me is definitely in therapy weekly because sometimes I just need to get it off my chest. I need to say what's on my mind. Um, This new version of me is selfish with my time, with my energy, with my money, with everything that involves me. I am very selfish. And I I don't want, I don't know. I don't want, I don't want this to, I don't know. I'm trying to find the word. You see, I'm struggling. This new version of me struggles a lot with what words to say and how to put things together. And I think it's because my wires is loose, baby. I got a mess. But before it was bop, 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 bop. I said that, did that, and this is what it is. Like it or leave it. Get the fuck on out my face type shit. And bitch, I said what I said. That was it before. Now I'm not who I used to be. So I can't rumble like I used to be able to. I can't tussle. Before I would go toe to toe with anybody, man, woman, bear. Now it's more of a, yo, chill. Now it's definitely more of a chill because you can't go toe to toe like you used to be able to go toe to toe. That humbled me. I think that's, this new me is humble. This before, I was definitely big dog. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a big dog, but I do it respectfully and humbly. Before I was grateful and I was living proof type shit. Now I am humble. I sit on my throne with grace. And that's how I envision myself being. I prayed for a soft life. I prayed for God to um, take me out of having to work as hard as I was working and using work as an escape from home and life at home and all of that. Um, I prayed for a soft life, and God said, "All right, here's soft boop, have MS." And I know you can handle it because you big dog, remember, but still, now you got to battle back. Now you got to be living proof from another level. Now you got to be living proof that you can be there, did that, done that, but now you got to do it all over again. Now you got to do it all over again, and you got to really get it from the mud because can nobody tell me that I didn't start this over? Can nobody tell me that I didn't fight this back? Can't nobody tell me that I didn't do my big one when it came to the way um that I function, that I'm gonna function, that I will function, that I do function. Yeah, can't nobody tell me that I didn't do my one too. Because I really did when it came to this MS shit. Like, yeah, I sat in the hospital. Yeah, I got the transfusions. Yeah, I did all that. I did everything that the doctor said I needed to do. But then eventually I started to be like, you know what? I can't just be a guinea pig for the doctors that are just trying to keep me comfortable. This new version of me is living proof. Like I really walk hurt. I walk around like I try to look, honey, right now, no judgment. I told y'all this is hot out here, and I told y'all that this is real and it's raw and it's uncut, okay? But I walk around with an S on my chest. You feel me? Because I do this shit. I make this sick shit look good. This new version of me is different. My identity has completely changed. Before they knew me as bartender Key or Key to the Sweets or highly favorite hands, like those versions of me, they're still in me. Don't get me wrong. I might still be able to wop 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 if I was to do another massage. I might still be able to throw together some cupcakes like nobody's business. I can still get behind a bar, you feel me? I can still mix some shit up and do my 1 2, but that's not who God has made, I don't know, I guess that's not what God had for my life. That's not the purpose and the plan that He had for my life. Those are the people that I became. And yes, I've mastered the, I came, I saw, I conquered type of person. And I came and I saw and I conquered being a baker. I conquered being a masseuse. I conquered being a bartender. I've conquered everything that I've come in contact with. But I feel like God has more. And I'm guessing that's bigger and better. So this new version of me is is different. I don't know. I don't know what words I can say or how I can put it together. I know it's just crazy because that's what we chat and you feel me, but we chat and let's chat about it. If getting MS changed my identity to a point to where I don't know who I am or what I am or what purpose I have. Does that make sense to anybody? Like if you're really saying that out loud, yeah, I was hot as shit before. But now the person I am today is different. I am definitely not. Yeah, I still kiki ha ha. Yeah, the memories are still there. Everything still pops up. I still that bitch for real. But I live a soft life. Word I do. I be in the house. I be in the house chilling. I be minding my business. I drink my water. I be chilling. And I try my best to I try not to make any noise, if that makes sense. Um, I try not, I don't know, this new version of me is uncharted territory. I have no clue. I can't even put into words who this new version of me is. Like, and it's crazy because you guys are getting like a front row seat to experiencing the remake of me. Like, this weekly post is a glimpse in the life of what it is that I do and what I've done and how I feel as time goes on. Like imagine sitting through 30 minutes of me chatting and we chatting. You commenting and I'm responding and we chatting about life and how getting sick changes who you are afterwards. How you feel like you're a whole different person, a whole different uncharted territory. Like in you are literally in uncharted territory. Like you don't know how you're going to feel every single day when you wake up. You don't know what it is that your body is going to do. What parts of you are you going to be able to feel or not be able to feel? You don't know if your headaches are going to stop. Um, you don't know if you don't know anything. I literally wake up every day in uncharted territory. And all the doctors can say is, well, we're just going to try to keep you comfortable. We're just going to try to manage it and watch it just to see what's happening. And I'm crying out like, yo, my head is pounding and I don't know why. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I get the same little like whoop de whoop. It's really um it's different. It's something that is hard to explain. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Um I know a lot of people go through exactly what it is that I'm going through. Um I try to advocate for people to go to the doctor, for people to go get checked, for people to listen to their bodies and to speak up about the things that you're experiencing because, yeah, it might seem like a little something, but those little somethings can always turn into big somethings. And um, it's definitely something that needs to be explored or explained or just talked about in general. Um, I like to say that I'm definitely an advocate for others now, where before I was like, man, whatever. Mind you, I was I ran the office. I was still like, man, whatever, I ain't care. Mm-mm. I did not care about health, about none of that. Like how you go from being in a doctor's office every day to not checking on yourself, to not caring if you're coming or going, to not, everybody knew that the front, either the front door, back door, one of the doors to my crib was going to be open. And if my location was in my home for a little bit too long, come check on me. That's a crazy way to, it's a crazy way to put things. It's a crazy way to be like, yo, if you ask anybody before, I'll be like, yo, my arm hurts. Like, I'm tingling real bad. I don't know what's up with me. Like, I can't feel my arm. I remember saying that. I remember being like, yo, I don't feel good. Like, my body tingling, my leg, like, my whole body feel like it's sleep. I remember saying all of these things for months and months and months and months and months and months. And I remember doing nothing about it. It was an easy text away. I could have called my doctor, like, yo, I need some tests run. It was an easy, easy task that I put to the side. Like, imagine putting yourself on the back burner for months, for years, even. It was bad. Like, I felt bad for a long time, and I pushed through that shit, and I suffered through that shit. I feel like that's why now I'm so strong willed about it, because for the longest time I really pushed through that shit. Like, I suffered through all of my pain. I told you, a bink a day keep the doctor away. Imagine that being your motto. I have a motto. And that shit was real. I popped the jigger. Yo, you got a jigger? I was known as Pill Key. Baby, I always had a jigger. Okay. I'm up here, I'm gonna take half, you take the other half and give me 7. You feel me? I it was that. Go check my bag, get some in there and a little brown. Always. I was self medicating for a very, very, very long time. And it's crazy because everyone around me, um, everyone around me saw, they witnessed what I went through and how it affected me. Um, but it was, I guess that, I don't know, I guess they didn't really care, or maybe it was just normal, or maybe they thought that was just how I was or who I was. Um, and I believe that now, the version of me that I am now, they don't even like being around. And sometimes I wonder why though. Like, do you feel guilty for not being a good enough friend to me back then to suggest like, yo, you tripping, maybe you should go get some help? Like, that was never a thought. That right there definitely affects me in a sense where um yeah, I don't know. It's like I I you never know who's your friend or who to call your family or those type of things, because this version of me that I am now is lonely. Facts. I feel real isolated. I feel real alone in this world now. Where before I had everybody. Every day somebody was with me. Every day we was doing something or going somewhere or meeting up here for food or doing this, doing that, pulling up there. Every day it was like, yo, somebody was around. And now this is lonely. Facts. This shit gets real lonely. And like I said, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. This version of me is definitely different. It's definitely uncharted. And I'm glad to have you guys along the way as I try to figure out what's going on with me in this new life. Thank you for hanging in there every week with me. Thank you for chatting with me and commenting and liking and subscribing. And let's just continue to push through our illness. Let's push through our sicknesses. Let's push through everything that we're going through. And if nobody's told you at all today, I am so proud of you. I'm proud of everything that you do and everything that you are and everything that you continue to try to be. We got this. Keep pushing. Thanks for chatting with me.